بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Hello my dears. Mega Goal 2 First Grade Secondary Stage. Please open your books. Page 40 Unit 3 Lesson 4 Reading. Before starting, try to underline any difficult word and listen to the text. But before starting, try to answer this question. Have you ever heard of Murphy's Law? Find out if any of your classmates know about it. Read the article and underline all the sentences that tell about something that went wrong. Write a sentence to state what the writer is trying to say. هنا يا شباب بيتكلم عن قانون اسمه قانون Murphy's Law. Before starting, try to listen to the text هنسمع النص and try to underline any difficult word, and inshallah I will discuss what is the Murphy's Law and try to know some new words, some new information about this lesson. Listen please.
And all you get are fuzzy images on the screen. Is this plain bad luck, or is it Murphy's Law at work? Murphy's Law states, if anything can go wrong, it might go wrong. Similar situations occur all the time. When you're in a hurry to open the door and you try several keys on the key ring, the last remaining key is usually the one that works. When you get in a line at the supermarket, the chances of getting the fastest lane are 20% and 80% for a slower lane. Matthews became a popular scientist when he proved that a piece of toast doesn't necessarily fall on the floor on the buttered side. BBC television gathered 300 people to throw pieces of buttered toast up in the air and observe on which side they fell. Half fell on the buttered side, and half didn't. Now here's a tricky question for Matthews. It's a known fact that cats always fall on their four legs. What happens if you tie a piece of buttered toast on a cat's back and drop them from a balcony? Will the cat land on all fours, or will the toast land on the buttered side? I sincerely hope the BBC doesn't try this experiment. Just remember that you cannot blame Murphy's Law for everything that goes wrong. If the hot water runs out while you're having a shower, it's probably because the hot water heater needs to be fixed. If your car breaks down on the way to a job interview, it's probably because you didn't have the vehicle serviced or repaired. And if you lose all your files on the computer, it's
lawyer, popular, fuzzy, لو اللي هو القانون يا شباب. lawyer محامي، popular محبوب، fuzzy اللي هو not clear، not clear، unclear يعني. After listening to the text and after writing these words, law, lawyer, popular, fuzzy, not clear. What is Murphy's Law? Murphy's Law is a law about some information in your own life. If you invite your friends over to watch an NBA basketball play game on TV, try to read this text. Try to sum up the text in 2 or 4 Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law. Number 2, what did he think of the cake? Number 3, try to underline any words concerning Murphy's Law. يعني احنا هنحاول هنا يا شباب ناخد خط على بعض الكلمات اللي هي متعلقة بهذا النص. it might go wrong if something or anything can go wrong in many situations. Okay. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever heard of Murphy's Law? في حد Matthew, he is a popular scientist who proved that a piece of toast doesn't necessarily fall on the floor on the better side. خلي بالك هنا مين هو ماثيو؟ طبعا احنا اتكلمنا عنه. Who is Murphy's Law? What is the Murphy's Law? And who is Matthew? And also you can speak about it. Here's tricky question just as like Murphy's Law. Here who can read? Yes. Just read that you cannot blame Murphy's Law for everything that goes wrong. يعني طبعا في حاجات كتير في حياتنا you can think it's okay but it's wrong. Next. Who is Edward Murphy? Who is Edward Murphy? Try to listen and try to recognize who is
Captain
Murphy.
Edward A. Murphy. Captain Edward A. Murphy, Jr. was an engineer at Edwards Air Force Base in the United States. In 1949, he was working on a machine to measure the heartbeat and breathing of pilots. But something was malfunctioning in the equipment as the result of human error. Murphy blamed the lab technician and said, "If there is any way to do it wrong, he will." One person's failure can bring a whole project crashing down, and Murphy's view was that some failure or something negative will typically happen. Murphy's phrase became popular in all areas to explain the failures of everyday things.
Here you can know some information about Murphy. Murphy Edward A. Murphy Jr. was an engineer at Edwards Air Force Base in the United States. He is an American. He was an engineer. He tried to measure the heartbeat and breathing of pilots. هو حاول ان هو يقيس اللي هو ضربات القلب وتنفس البايلوتس اللي هم الطيار. Okay. Next. Answer the questions about the reading. What does the example of NPA game illustrate? Yes, good. It illustrates that things seem to go wrong at precisely the wrong time. What does Murphy's Law state? If anything can go wrong, it will be. It will be. It will be wrong. According to Robert Matthew, how does the law of probability work against us in the supermarket line? Because the chances of getting the fastest lane aren't that high. For example, if there are there are 5 lines in our life, you can use all these words to answer this question. What or why did Matthew do the battered bread experiment? What did it show? He wanted to show that although people think that bad things always happen, things happen according to the law of probability. Here you can know what is Matthew's law. It's the law of probability. Here you can sum up the Murphy's Law. The Murphy's Law, it's the law of probability. You can do anything in your life according to the situations around us. Thanks for listening, and inshallah tomorrow we'll meet again. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. باي.